back of this temple here, which is 27 BC. Huge earthquake.
Are we having any free time?
Yes, we have about 15 minutes free time. No. Yeah.
So you have 15 minutes to enter, and we meet here.
Okay, you've all taken in the ruined, fallen Colossus, right?
Yes.
So here's the Shelley's poem.
Go ahead.
Let's get in front of it here. Okay, here it is. And this is Shelley's quite splendid poem called Ozymandias, or Ozymandias, I'm not sure quite which. I met a traveler from an antique land who said, two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that it sculpted well those passions red, which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed. And on the pedestal these words appear, my name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, in despair. Nothing beside remains, round the decay of that colossal wreck. Boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away. Good poem, but the lone and level sands do not stretch far away. And there's a fucking big temple here 3,000 years later. And it'll be here long after Shelley has been completely forgotten. So it's fun as Egyptology. It's not really Shelley's fault. He didn't really meet the traveler from an antique land. He met an antique traveler who was writing 2,000 years earlier, Diodorus of Sicily, who wrote about the ruined Colossus, and that's all that he wrote. That there was this ruined Colossus, and Shelley invented the rest as a poem anti-tyranny. He was anti-tyrant, which was a rare position in his day. So anyway, but it's fun to read that in front of this thing. It's a colossal wreck, all right, but there's a lot of pretty spectacular temple there. So let us go wander through temple. There are a few things. Oh yeah, and by the way, okay, so we can't see what the face of the statue actually did look like, but we can pretty well assume that the other, look behind you, you see the statue, the couple of heads of Ramesses that are still there. That's hardly a smear of cold command. Yeah, so it's the usual sort of bodhisattva smile.
Did you know if this was colored?
Well, sure it was colored.
Trace of color.
Oh yeah, sure it was. And there's some talk, I haven't heard lately of any developments about it, but there's some talk now that they've got the kind of equipment that can deal with these things of reconstructing it. Which, if enough of the parts are there, I think it's kind of cool the way it is, but if they reconstruct it, I can't read the poem anymore because it won't make any sense. But it might be, why not if it's all there? Because it would be pretty impressive. It's one block of granite originally, weighing well over 1,000 tons, that they've got to get from Aswan.
2 million pounds.
What?
2 million pounds.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big block. And so, again, that's typical Ramesses II. That if you can do it, you know, they say in Texas, if you can do it, it ain't bragging. So,
John,
what?
do you want to go to the tree because the French are coming?
Oh, well, the French are coming.
French are coming.
That's even worse than the Russians.
The British are coming. Batten down the hatches.
The French are coming.
Why do you think I have this outrageous accent?
To hide the baguettes.
John?
Yes.
It's a piece of wall that must have fallen recently. We never see it here.
Yeah. Well, I never noticed
That's
it.
terrible.
Anyway.
But it's nice. They kept it
I never
close.
noticed it before.
Yeah.
I do imagine not noticing it.
Look at the paint on the Capitol.
Yeah.
And of course, the back walls of the pylons are all about war scenes. Very tough,
Well, and back
strong
in Kadesh,
action.
which we
Many
were not
different
tried to
battles,
decipher here.
actually.
What?
Kaddish and sea people, and many people.
And
What is the significance? You try it.
There was something I wanted to mention to you the other day at the solar boat,
yeah.
but I wasn't 100% sure quite about the construction of the composite Egyptian bows, and now
Oh, yeah.
I feel fairly certain that it's worth mentioning.
Yes.
The solar boat seems to have been constructed in almost the precise shape of a strong Egyptian composite bow.
Oh, yeah.
And the decorations at the bow and stern are just like the siyas at the end of the boat that hold the string. There's one over there on the wall.
Composite boat, it's just like this, right? It's not one of those that goes like this.
It is actually, but the long one is a self bow.
Yeah.
The composite is layers of wood and horn
Yeah.
put together with fish glue usually.
Yeah.
And then the ends will be these like horn coated siyas, and they're
Right.
much harder. And so the bow originally will look like a C, right?
Yeah.
Like that. And then the siyas are like these crazy offshoots. And then
Yeah.
when you string it, you actually
Ah.
bring it all the way around the other way.
Ah.
And then it looks like one of those.
Well, we
solar
will
boats.
tomorrow, after Karnak, and go to the museum, and they've got a number of Egyptian bows there.
I wonder if we'll see
Various
one
sorts.
like it.
Well, you will see, and if so, you explain, because they were long bows, they were big ones this high.
Yeah, the self bows.
Just like this, and it obviously takes a lot of arm strength. And then there are all kinds of other kinds of bows. So if you know about that stuff, you chime in and give us a lesson. Anyway, this is too bad, there's a scaffolding here.
Yeah,
But you can't really see what's going on.
well, the king is writing the
Well, the king,
the shot is writing the name.
this scene shows up over and over. If you come back,
Maybe in Karnak tomorrow.
It's kind of, we can do it if you remind me. And
But,
he's seated on a throne. And,
Ramses too.
And sort of surrounded by, or kind of integrated into a tree called the Persea tree. And you see there's sort of a pit, looks like kind of an avocado tree. You see the pit there, and then if you look up above.
If you go around this side,
It's a shot
you will see the
writing
name
the king's
of
name
this side.
on this papyrus, on this avocado pit. And Schweller's interpretation of this, it's always called the tree of life, I mean, whether correctly or not. But what Schweller pointed out was that if you put a piece of linen over this pit from this tree and write with a, with a sharp stylus, it exudes a indelible ink. So it's another way of another very elaborate metaphor or image of the king's name living in eternity. And there probably is something even more esoteric than that about the actual tree. I don't know what it is. But anyway, it's a recurrent theme that comes up every once in a while. This is a particularly beautiful instance of it, but it doesn't really, it's not as scaffolding into it. There's another one another excellent one in Karnak, depending on how the light goes. We'll see when we go to our Sekhmet meditation, if when we come out the light's okay.
Here, one of the leaves have the cartouche of Tutankhamun.
Yeah.
Sorry, the name of Ramses II.
Right. Yeah, one of the
Seshat, the counterpart of
Jehuti.
Jehuti is writing the name.
Right. Anyway, that's really as much as we need. The battle scene. Let's take a look. But the battle scene is probably the light is probably wrong to even make out anything. But maybe not. Let's see how the lights.
Here is the sacred boat.
That's where I saw the boat.
Look, here is also the sacred boat of Ramses II.
Yeah.
Is the divine king.
Who is that? My book. Is that my book?
Celeste.
Celeste has the book? Okay.
Celeste.
It was interesting. I was looking at it and I thought it would like see us at the end.
Yeah.
And then I was like, but the one
What is
important,
Sia?
Sia's are the ends of the bow
Oh.
that are crooked off from it, and you string them.
And you string it.
You string them, and then there's like this like hard horn notch that goes over it. So they're like the straight part at the end. See, right?
Nice light.
Are you a big time hunter?
No.
Bow hunter? Hmm?
No, I'm not.
What? No? Right. Good. Yeah. Oh, well,
Yeah,
that's
that one. That one does not have a seal, and this one does exactly like the stern of the.
But that's not boat.
No, but it's the shape of it.
See, right at the stern, it goes the same way.
Uh-huh.
It stays right, and it's rare to see that ever.
Ah.
The string would sit on top of that, and then wrap around the crook.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where is everyone? This is the Ramses on his chariot, the famous scene. And horse, look at the enemies, they've been crushed around the wheel. You see, the wheels. And here they are running.
This is Kadesh, right?
This one is Kaddish, the other one was something else.
Ah.
Yeah, because that's the faces of the Kaddish people. What's happening? Why am I not seeing this? Oh. Look at the Asian, look at the nose and the long hair and the running, pierced by his arrows, and these are his sons in combat, in battle. Look, grabbing one by the head. See, they're throwing them from the castle. There is a ladder. The Egyptians are going up the ladder to the castle, and then they're throwing the enemies down.
It's a very complicated battle, and nobody's really sure if the battle ever existed, but symbolically, the king is, the story is the king is riding out against the enemy, which I think it's the Syrians, I'm not sure if that's the case. And anyway, he's got four armies. He's got an army of Ammon and an army of Ptah and an army of, I forget who the other one is. But four armies, and he's riding out with one of his, and some spies from the enemy actually come and tell him that, I think I have this straight, that
Well, this one was symbol.
but it's basically the same, what?
Not in here. The other one is the most detailed one.
Yeah.
It's written.
But anyway, he's ambushed.
him.
He's ambushed, and the enemies are about to kill him. And he launches this enormous prayer to Ammon. I mean, if you're on my side, and blah blah blah. And that enables him to single-handedly throw 100,000 of the enemies into the river. And it's the power of Ammon that has allowed them to do this. Anyway, that's the story behind it. And they repeat this story Battle of Kadesh countless times, even when there's no battle going on. So it's either that the Egyptians are bragging about their military prowess, which could be the case, but I don't think it is. It's that the battle has a more profound significance of the power of the god to rescue you from however bad your plight may be.
This is Nefertari right here. We visit her temple in Abu Simbel, and she's holding 2 cisterns of Hathor as, you know, offerings to the temple. This is her cartouche. See, John?
Yes.
It's broken in the middle,
but
see. It's written Hamet Mesut,
right.
the wife of the king.
We will see her in
Abu Simbel, in the
Abu
best
Simbel.
way.
And unfortunately, I mean, it would be nice now that they've opened these things up to have tickets to all of them, but they're really pretty expensive. I think that's $100.
What?
The Nefertari tomb. Yeah, it'd be great to go there.
Closed.
What? No, I think it's open.
They will open.
That one only next month? Ah, okay.
Look, a shin ring is into, you see the cobra is wearing a shin ring. And double crown, and it's nice. Yeah.
Okay, let us
Yalla.
call it a day and go to the
We're going to
alabaster
stop.